Hello guys and welcome back. So now in this video we will be working on our shooting controller. First of all, let's go ahead and set up the inputs for our shooting controller. So right in the player actions, let's add another action. Name this as shoot. Let's just name it as just shoot, okay? And the player will shoot using the right mouse, actually the left mouse button, okay? So left mouse button, okay? Then let's add another one. This will be the scope button, and the player will open up the scope using the right mouse button. And also we will be adding one more, and this is going to be the reload. And as you know that the player will reload using the R keyboard key. So select that. Now we have the button set up. Let's click on this cross sign, click on save. Then go ahead and open up the input manager and let's set up the buttons. So the first one is the shoot. So create a bool by the name of shoot input. Okay, then the next one will be the reload, actually the scope input, and then the reload input. Okay, then let's read its values. So we want the player to shoot non-stop. Okay, we don't have to click the shoot button again and again. We want that when we hold the shoot button, we want the player to just shoot non-stop. Okay, for that we're gonna copy and paste this line, and right here we're gonna type shoot. If it is performed, then the shoot input will be true, and then if it is cancelled, okay, so if the shoot is cancelled, then we will set the shoot input to false. Now we have the scope. So for the scope we're gonna do the same thing as we did for our change rifle input or the buy input. Okay, for that we're gonna just simply type scope. If it is performed, we're gonna set the scope input to true. We don't have to provide the cancel for it. And now for the reload, we will also do the same thing. Okay, now let's create method for scope and reload. So if we scroll down right here, let's copy that, paste it. So handle scope input, set it to false, then paste it again. This time its name will be handle reload input, and right here reload input will be set to false. Okay, so the inputs are now ready. If you check the input manager, here they are. Now we have to do some shooting. So for that, right here, create a script by the name of shooting controller. Let's double click on it and open it up. At the top, we now have to declare some variables. So the first one will be a reference to a transform, which will be by the name of fire point. Okay, and this represent the point where the bullet, or you can say the ray, will be shoot from. Okay, then the next one will be the fire rate. By default it will be 0.5, and as you know this will be the rate of fire, which means bullet per second. Then the next one will be reload time. Set it to 2 by default, and as you know by the name of it, the reload time is the time taken to reload. Simple as that. Then create an integer by the name of magazine capacity, and the number of magazines in the rifle will be 30. Okay, then create another integer which will be max ammo, and max ammo will be 300. So like each of the rifle will have 300 ammo, and since this is a public, so we can change this according to each of the rifle. For example, to the pistol we will give 50 max ammo, and for the AKM we're gonna give 300, and also for the M4. Then create another float by the name of fire range, and this will be equals to 100, and this will be the range of our raycast, or you can say the range of our bullet. Okay, then create a float by the name of give damage of, and this will be the number of how many damage each bullet of a rifle will give. Okay, then create a private float by the name of next fire time. This will be the time of the next allowed fire. Okay, like after every next fire time we will allow the player to fire. Okay, then make another one by the name of current magazine, and this will be the current magazine of the rifle. Then create a integer by the name of current ammo. Okay, then another one by the name of is reloading. This will be a bool. Okay, now after this let's create the start method in which the current magazine will be equals to magazine capacity, and the current ammo will be equals to the maximum ammo. So whenever the game start, all of our magazine and ammo will be full. Okay, now let's go ahead and create a shoot method. So right here create a raycast hit type variable by the name of hit, and let me explain how our shooting will work. Okay, so from our fire point, okay, this fire point transform, for example, if the main camera, or if we create a fire point which we will be set right here in front of the gun bullet hole. Okay, so from this fire point in the forward direction we will cast a ray. Okay, and if that ray hits another character or policeman, we will give damage to that character then. Okay, and that damage will be 5f. Okay, we will be changing this value according to each rifle. So in this way our shooting mechanism will work. So let's cast array. In order to cast array, we will say physics dot array cast. We want to cast it from the fire point dot position, and in the forward direction, so we will say fire point dot forward. Then whatever that ray hits will be stored inside the hit type hit variable, and then we will restrict this ray by the fire range. Okay, and as you know the fire range is 100. Then we're gonna add a if condition. So if we are creating array, then what we will do right here is that we will perform action on the object hit, such as dealing damage or triggering effect. But for now we can't damage our AI characters, so what I'm gonna do is in the console I'm gonna show the name of whatever the ray hits. Okay, so I will say hit and then plus hit dot transform dot name. Okay, Then after shooting, we're gonna say current magazine minus minus. Okay, because when we fire a bullet, we're gonna decrease one bullet from the magazine. Alright, so we have the shoot method ready. Let's go ahead and create an update method now, in which we're gonna do some shooting now. So in order to shoot, we're gonna create a if condition, which we're gonna say if we press the fire input. So as you know, the fire input is on the input manager script. Okay, so let's make a reference to it now. First of all, input manager, name it as input manager. Then we're gonna just copy this line and paste it in the start method, and right here we're gonna say input manager, and in here as well input manager. Now if input manager dot shoot input is performed, and also time dot time is greater than or equals to the next fire time, and if the player has ammo, so if current magazine is greater than 0, and also if the player is not reloading. Okay, so if this is the case, then we're gonna shoot. Okay, and also when we shoot, we're gonna set the next fire time to time dot time plus 1, divide that by the fire rate. Okay, so this will do our shooting. For now we don't have reloading, so we will leave reloading as it is. Right here, remove the f because this is an integer. Then save the script, get back right here. Now let's add this script to all of our rifles. Okay, so drag and drop it on all of them. Then we need to create a fire point. So in the player we will create empty game object by the name of fire point. Okay, then click on each of the rifle, drag and drop the fire point in there. Then the pistol fire rate, let's leave it as 0.5. Okay, because we're gonna set these fire rate according to each of the rifles. For now, let's just go ahead and start the game, but actually don't start it. Click on game manager and set all of the rifle prefabs to true. Okay, because we can't go back to the gun shop and buy weapons again and again for testing. Okay, so now if you press C, there is our first rifle. Let me clear the console. Let's get closer to this building. Okay, so now as you can see, when we hit, it is hitting the road, because if you check, the fire point is right down below in the player feed. So what we want to move it up till this point and then move it right here. Okay, now let's play the game again. Now if we press C, okay, let's hit this. As you can see, we hit the 5 clone. Okay, and as you can see, we can hit it after every fire rate. So now let's change the fire rate for the pistol. For the pistol, we're gonna set it to 15. For the AKM, we're gonna set it to 20, and for the M4 16 as well. Okay, let's also open up the debug mode so that we can see the magazine and current ammo and everything. Okay, start the game, pick up the pistol, and if we click on pistol, as you can see, here is the current magazine ammo 30. So now if we hit, as you can see, the ammo are decreasing. Okay, so now the current magazine ammo is 0 and we can't reload. Okay, so in the next video we will be adding reloading, but now let's test the firing. So now we have the A cam in which the current magazine ammo is 30. So now let's shoot using this. As you can see, we can shoot, and now the current ammo is 0 back again. Let's now change to M416. Here it is, and we can shoot using this as well. And if we press E again, all of the rifle gets deactivated. So now in the next video we will be adding reloading, in which when we reload the current magazine should be set to 30 back again, and the current ammo will be then decreased by 30. Okay, so with this done, let's end this video right here.